Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, nice to hear you again. How are you?
I am fine.
Okay, and how was your day today? What did you do today?
I I I went swimming and I played games.
Okay, and how was it on swimming? Did you like it?
Yes.
And why? Can you please tell me why?
Because swimming it is very cool. The water is very cool.
Okay, and how often do you go to swim?
Um, I go swimming if I have
Mhm.
free time.
Mhm. A week or? Hmm?
Yeah, maybe every day.
Maybe every day. Okay, very nice. And besides swimming, what else can be healthy for you? What else is healthy for you besides swimming? Can you please tell me?
Playing football
Mm-hmm.
and basketball.
Okay, and how often do you do this?
I play football at my weekend.
On the weekend. Okay, so
Yeah.
you play basketball on the weekend. And with whom do you like to play basketball?
With my friends.
And where do you like to play?
Can you repeat again?
Where do you like to play basketball? Where do you like to play basketball?
Um, at the basketball court near my home.
Near your
Near my home.
so near your home. You like to play basketball near your home. Very nice. Okay, and what other activities can you do near your home? What is something else that you can do near your home?
I go to the shopping mall.
Because why? Because
I like to buy new clothes.
like what? What clothes do you like to buy?
I like to buy t-shirt.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so you like to buy t-shirts, and how about sneakers, shoes? Do you like to buy these things?
Yes, but it's quite expensive.
Okay, so yes, okay, so it can be expensive sometimes. Very nice. Okay, so we are going to start. Okay, we will start. We will continue where we stopped. Just one moment, just to find material. Okay, we will continue where we stopped on our previous lesson. Uh, okay, there we go. Now I will share my screen like always. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, complete the sentences with the correct word. Okay, can you do the sentence number one?
Our teachers, our teachers advise us to do some research.
Okay, number two.
What is the effect of the sun on your skin?
So what can be effect on our skin? What is something that can be effect?
Um, uh, s- uh, Skin cancer.
Okay, now let's see number three. Can you do number three?
Sometimes I course.
Okay.
I think course around the city, looking at the interesting buildings.
Okay. Next one.
That um use some course is the COARSE.
Yes.
Sandpaper to make the wood smooth.
Okay, very nice. Now write sentences of your own using four words from B. Okay, so what is something that, okay, you would write about here? Can you please tell me? What is something that you would like to write about?
What I would like to write about.
Mm-hmm.
I not that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What four sentences would you like to write?
I don't know.
You know, use some of these words and write your sentences. You have here 4 words and you need to write your sentences. Use one of these words and create your sentence.
His mom advised him to practice instead of sleeping at home.
Okay, that is number 1. Okay, so you use word advice. What else?
Can you tell me what is wonder?
Okay, wonder, when you ask yourself.
Wonder. He wonder what his scores are.
He wonders what are, can you say, what are scores are? He wonders.
What his scores are.
Scores are. He wonders what her scores are. Okay, and what is something that you wonder about? Can you please tell me, what is something that you wonder?
I wonder when will I come back to school?
So, and what do you think? When are you going to come back to school? When are you going to come back to your school? Can you please tell me?
I don't know. The school hasn't told me yet. The school hasn't told everyone yet.
Okay, and when do you think that will happen? When did you come back last year to your school?
I don't remember.
Okay, and when would you like to come back?
To come back end of this I think end of this month.
Because why? Because
I like to meet my friends.
Okay, and can you make 2 more sentences? Okay, so you make wonder, advice. Okay, can you make 2 more sentences, please?
Stan cigarettes have a lot of bad effects on you.
Okay, and one more.
Um, Tom decided to have a editing course.
Okay, now let's see. We have here. Okay, we have here. Complete the sentences with correct. Okay, now write a paragraph up about keeping a diary. Okay, use passive and reflexive pronouns. Okay, now can you please read this text for us?
Diaries have been written for centuries. Writing a diary is one way of keeping a record about yourself, your experience, and your thoughts. When I first started to keep a diary, I promised myself that I would write something in it every day, even if it was just a short sentence. I write down whatever I want to remember about the day or what I was thinking and feeling. It will be fun to read it up again in a few years' time.
Okay, so how about you? What do you think about writing the diary? Would you like, for example, to try to write a diary?
I wouldn't like to write a diary because I think it's not interesting.
And if you need to write a diary, if you have to write a diary, what would you write on your diary?
What I do every day.
Okay, so can you try to write your diary? So how would you write your diary now? What would you put in your diary?
Um, this, what interesting
Yes,
thing.
yeah, yes. Tell me. Okay, tell me about your day. Okay, you're writing a diary. Okay, tell me about your day. So what would you write, for example, in your day? Okay, so you're writing a diary. So what would you write about your diary? Okay, so what is something that you would like to write about in your
Uh,
diary?
so I would write, I play football with my friends.
Okay, start.
I
Okay, start in the beginning. I wake up. Start with everything. I want to hear everything. I wake up at.
I woke up at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm,
Then I went to my friend's house.
mm-hmm,
I went swimming with him. After that, I had lunch
mm-hmm,
and played games with
mm-hmm,
him. I had dinner and then came back home at 7 p.m.
mm-hmm. Okay, and after this, what did you do after this? When you finished with this, what did you do?
I watched TV and wait until 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Okay, watch TV. Very nice. Okay, now can you try to write a diary about something that you have done, for example, last year? Can you please tell me what have you done last year?
I finished grade 6 and I met a lot of new friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, I also got uh, um, I also went on holiday with my family.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And where did you go?
I went to I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how was it?
It's very fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what else did you do last year?
Um, I study online.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, can you tell, can you, okay, only these things. Okay, what else? Okay, give me more details. What else did you do?
But I don't remember all of them.
Oh, okay, what can you remember? Okay, I want to hear what can you remember?
Um, um, mm,
What is something
I
that you can remember? Okay, so what is something that you can remember about these details that you mentioned? What is something that you can remember?
I mm, uh,
What details? Okay, something that happens last year. Okay, and for example, what was something interesting that happens last year? Something that is really interesting for you that happens last year.
I only went to school for 2 months.
And what else? What did you do? Okay, so you went to school, but what did you do?
What did I do at school?
No. What did you do? You went to school. Okay, so you have 10 more months. What did you do for 10 more months?
I study online and had tests online.
Only that? Did you do something for fun?
I met my friend at the end of the year.
Where did you meet your friends? Can you say one more time, please?
I met my friend at the end of the year.
Meet your friends. And in the middle of the year? Okay, so you have a gap for 5 months. What did you do for these 5 months? Did you do something?
Just
What
stay
is
at home and study online.
just study online? The whole thing you just study online?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. You were studying for 10 hours per day online, or 12 hours, or 14 hours. How is this possible?
It's COVID.
Yes, but okay, but you studied it. You do something more at your home. What did you do more at your home? Just study, nothing else.
Watch
Start.
TV, have dinner.
Okay, now let's see. We have here this. Okay, look at the words. Okay, now we have here. Can you describe? I want more details to give me. What can you see here in this picture? What can you see it?
Two a man and a woman. They are cooking something at their kitchen, and they are cooking by fire.
Okay, very nice. And what is? How about you? Do you know how to cook?
Do I know how to cook?
Yes.
I only know how to cook noodle.
Okay, you only know how to cook noodles. Okay, and what else do you like to eat?
I like to eat soup.
Because why?
Soup is very good.
Soup can be really good. Okay, and your family, what do they know to prepare? Do they know something interesting to prepare for it?
They maybe prepare hot pot.
Okay, very nice. Now let's have a look. Okay, now let's see what do we have. Okay, now. Okay, look at the words and in a complete the sentences. Okay, can you please read the sentence 1?
Number 1, our teachers usually can you go up? Usually assigned assigned 3 subjects for us to research its semester.
For each semester. For each semester. Okay, number 2.
Yuck, this piece of stick is so can you go up? Is so is so is so uh, mm,
What do you think?
Grizzly.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, number 3.
The manager may. I'm gonna go up. My bling.
Okay, blame everyone who
Who arrives like any employee who arrives late.
Number 4.
In the old days, it wasn't unusual for children to work. In fact, it was. It was in fact, it was legal.
Legal, or we can say typical. Typical.
Typical.
Okay, typical. Typical.
Typical.
Okay, typical. Okay, very nice. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Okay, let's have a look. What do we have more? Okay, now number 5.
There was a hang on. There was an approve.
There was
Or no can you go up again? Frantic.
Okay, next one.
I can't blame anyone but myself for my mistake.
For my mistakes. For my mistakes. I can't blame anyone for my mistakes. Okay, now let's go circle the correct answer. Okay, now let's see. Okay, here number 1. Can you please read?
What is another word for dismiss? Replace.
Okay, number 2.
What can be grizzly? Meat.
Meat. Okay, meat. Meat can be. Can you say meat can be?
Grizzly.
Grizzly. Okay, number 3.
Most of these are something you use to clean things. Dustbin, dustpan.
Okay. Number 4.
What does frantic mean? Chaotically busy.
Particularly busy. Okay. Busy. Now, and next one.
Which of the things can you eat a scone?
Okay. And okay. And what is something that you like to eat?
Can you repeat again?
What is something that you like to eat?
I like to eat noodle.
Okay. And why?
I think noodle is very good.
Okay. And number 6.
What can you blame? An idea.
An idea. Okay. Now let's go with number 1 here. Okay. Can you please read number 1? Complete the sentences in your own words.
Typical. Can you explain what is typical?
Something that is connected with you. What is something that is connected only for you?
Watching. Watching football is typical for me.
Because?
I usually watch football at my home and even at class.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2, I approve of. I approve of. I approve of going to the cinema.
Going to the cinema. Number 3.
My teacher assigned a lot of homework.
A lot of homework. Okay, very nice. And how about you? What homework you like to do, and what is the homework that you not like to do?
I like to do science homework, but I hate math homework.
And why? Can you please tell me why?
I think that math is very hard.
Okay. Number 4.
I think that drugs is not illegal in my country.
Drug. Okay, if you say a drug, you need to say is. If you use drugs, if you say drugs, you need to say are. So drug is not legal in my country. Okay. Number 5.
Meat can be grisly.
And what else can be grisly?
Some protein like fish.
Okay, and number 6.
Or dismiss.
Can dismiss someone. Who can dismiss someone?
I don't know what is dismiss someone.
Okay, for example, teacher can, when teacher tell you go out from the classroom, that means dismiss, for example. So who can dismiss someone? Who can say
The boss can dismiss someone.
the boss can dismiss someone? Okay, so we have here letter from Istanbul. Okay, now let's try to read this first part of the text, and after this we will speak a little bit.
Dear children, I am writing this letter for you to pass on to your children when they are grown up. I want to share with them my memories of living in beautiful Istanbul.
Beautiful. Okay, please don't read.
Beautiful
Okay,
Istanbul.
just 1 moment. You don't need to read so fast. When you are reading so fast, you're making some mistakes. So please don't read so fast. You can read easily. Okay, now go easy. Okay, let's continue from here. In 1961.
In 1961, your grandfather went to Istanbul for a job, and that's why I was born there. I was lucky.
I was lucky. Okay, now let's continue from here to here.
As you know, Istanbul is half in Europe and half in Asia. The Bosphorus run through it, connecting the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara. I clearly remember riding the ferry across and watching the big black cormorant birds flying their wings. Another memory is a sensory one, the delicious taste of Turkish delight, the typical sweet of Istanbul, made with sugar and sometimes with pistachio nuts. When my friends came,
My
when my
parents.
friends came to visit, I used to take them to a store called Hasi Baker, but they make fantastic Turkish delight. Sometimes you can't take food to other countries, but it's totally legal to take Turkish delight home with you. Can I go to the
Okay,
WC?
okay, go.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's continue. Okay, so before we continue, I want to ask you, would you like to go to Istanbul? When you read this text, would you like to go?
I think yes, because I would like to try Istanbul food.
Okay, and what type of the food do you like? Do you like sweet food? Do you like spicy food? What type of the food do you like?
I like food that it's quite spicy, but it's not too spicy.
That is not too spicy. Okay, and why do you like it? This kind of food.
I think that spicy food it's better than sweet food.
Okay, and what is your favorite sweet food? What sweet food do you like?
I like sweet food like ice cream.
Because
But I like the Oreo flavor.
okay, Oreo flavor. Okay, very nice. Now let's have a look. Okay, what do we have more here? Okay, just 1 moment. Okay, we will continue from here. Now, can you please continue reading with this?
For centuries, people have fished along the banks of the Bosphorus. When I was a boy, my friends and I used to watch the fishermen cooking the catch. You could smell the aroma of grilled fish as we came down the hill from Sultanahmet, and it always made us hungry. We could never resist handing over a few coins to enjoy a freshly made fish sandwich served on crusty white bread. I can almost taste it even now after all these years. You probably already know that Istanbul was always a very significant city and that it was founded as early as 660 BC. It was built along the Silk Road and attracted people from all over Europe and Asia because of its importance as a trading route. But with the settlers came a very special culture that is central to my life. One of the things I get most enjoyment from is Turkish music and art. Do you remember the stunning tiles on Grandma's coffee table? They are Turkish, of course.
Okay, just 1 moment. Okay, now I want to ask you, if I want to come to your country, so what is something that I can visit in your country? What is something special to see in your country? If I come to your country, what is something special to see in your country?
In my country, so there are a lot of famous rivers, um, and there are also a lot of um, places that have things that still exist from the battle in the past. And you can also try a lot of food uh, like noodle pho and bánh mì.
Okay, so this is the food. This is the food that I can try to eat. And which country would you like to visit? Where would you like to go? For example, if you want to visit some country, where would you like to go? Which country would you
Uh,
like to visit?
I would like to visit. Um, I would like to visit England.
Because why?
Um, I think that at England there will be a lot of delicious food.
Okay, lot of delicious food. Like what?
Um, fish and chips.
Okay, fish. Okay, so you want to try fish and chips. And why do you want to try fish and chips? Why?
I heard that it is very good.
Okay, so fish and chips, okay, can be really good. Now let's continue with this. Just 1 moment. Okay, now, okay, can you please read this text for us?
Um, when I was about 5, we had a housekeeper named Baha. She was a lovely lady, so kind and generous. I remember she used to bake wonderful scones to remind my parents of England. I would uh, I
Sneak.
would sneak into the kitchen and stand sniffing the air, almost sitting testing the scones with my nose. My mom didn't approve of my eating the scones often. Sometimes she would even come and check that they hadn't been eaten. But how would give me just a little bite now and again. These days I bake my own scones and have them with a little cup of strong Turkish coffee.
So that's
So that's a little snapshot of my life as a young boy in Istanbul. I hope one day your kids will experience the city for yourself. the loving father Gilbert.
Okay, now can you please read this question for us and give us your answer?
What was the reason Baha only gave the writer a small bite of scone?
So
Uh,
why?
Can you go up?
Well, you have here.
Scones. Because I think that scones they are quite very sweet, so if you eat a lot, it can be harmful to your health too.
Okay, and now, and what is something that you like to sniff? For example, what is something that can taste good for you? Can you please tell me?
Can you put it again?
What is something that smells good for you? What is something that smells good for you? Can you please tell me?
Hot pot.
Because why? Because
I think that the hot pot when it is boiling, it smells very good.
okay, it smells really good. Okay, and what else can smell really good for you? What is something else that can smell really good for you?
Um, 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 Grill meat.
And why? Can you please tell me why?
I like to smell the meat when it is grilled, and I think it smells very good too.
It's very good to smell. Okay, now understand. Okay, write the causes and effects that you read in letter from Istanbul. So we have cause. What is the cause here?
The cause is um. Can you go up?
Okay, I want you to remember why he. Okay, I can go up, but I want you to think. Okay, we will go, but I want you to think a little bit. It's easy. You need to remember. Okay, you read the whole text. Okay, can you try to remember? Okay, why Gilbert's father moved to Istanbul for a job in 1961? Why he moved for his job? What he was doing? What was his job?
Um.
Okay, let's go up. But you need to read bit to remember things, not just to read. Read it. Okay, now. Okay, so he went for a job. Okay, for a job. He was doing a job there. Okay, so that was a cause. What was the effect?
Um. Um. The offer he was born there. The offer was born there.
Okay, so we have here effect. Gilbert father moved to Istanbul for a job in 1961. That was a cause. Effect. They stay in Istanbul. They stay in Istanbul. Okay, now let's go with this effect. Okay, Gilbert.
So the cause is that they smell the aroma of the grilled fish.
Okay. And now this, can you please read this?
Friends of Gilbert's parents came to visit. So um, um, they brought scones with them.
Okay. Now let's see. Circle the correct answer. Can you please read the question number 1?
Where did Gilbert live as a boy? In a city.
Okay. So number 2. Can you please read number 2?
What separates the Black Sea from Sea of Marmara? The Bosphorus.
Okay. Number 3.
What can you legally take out of Istanbul? Turkish delight. Why does Gilbert decide to write the letter to record his life?
Okay. Now, how many reasons can you think of writing a letter about life now for someone to read in the future?
I think that first is to share with other people the life of them so they can understand their life. Second is that maybe they want to share and they want to find someone that they know.
Okay.
Three is that mm, three is that they just want to write to record so that their their relative can read when the person that wrote that has died.
Okay. And what is something that you would like to write, for example, for the future about your life? What is something that you would like to write? For example, what letter would you like to write about the future?
My best friend and what interesting things I did during my life.
Like what?
My I I had a very I had a girlfriend that is very close to me, and we often go to each other's house to play.
Okay, so this is something that you would like to write about. Okay, and now that was really nice. Now, let's see. Match the sentences halves. Okay, can you please? Okay, we need to connect 1 to 6 with A to F. Okay, now can you please read number 1?
Please don't touch the range. The range. Because you might burn yourself.
Okay, next one.
We are not allowed to run down the passageway.
Okay, number 3.
Copper is a chemical element.
Number 4.
Our teacher is strict, but she's always fair.
Next one.
I confess that I broke your favorite vase, Mom.
Okay, and the last one?
My sister has a big appetite because she exercises a lot.
Okay, and how about you? Do you exercise?
I often exercise when I feel that I am not exhausted and I want to do.
And how do you exercise? Can you please tell me what type of the exercise do you like to do?
I maybe jogging.
Jogging. Okay. Now let's see. We have active and passive. Okay. Now, can you please read these active and passive sentences?
Someone active. Someone had eaten the scones. The scone passive. The scones had been eaten by someone. No one had eaten the scones. Uh, the scones hadn't been eaten. Who had eaten the scones? Who had the scones been eaten by?
Okay, very nice. Now, circle the numbers of the sentences that are in the past perfect tense. Okay, now, can you please read the sentence number 1?
As the movie being shown at 8. Paris perfect. The cookies hadn't been eaten by the time I got time. Yeah, the sentence. A message has been sent to the doctor office. My prescription hadn't been ordered. The sentence. The flowers in the pot had been dug up. The sentence. Our the symphony was composed 200 years.
Symphony.
Symphony was composed 200 years ago. A rescue party is being sent up the mountain. Our homework had already been corrected. The sentence. My cousin was very happy that she had been awarded a prize. This sentence. And they have the games been put.
Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Now we have here, check the correct answers here. Okay. Now, can you please read number 1?
Marcus was punished because he had cheated. Who cheated? Marcus.
Okay. Number 2.
Of the cake had been eaten when Nikki got
Who ate it?
Who ate it? We don't know.
Okay. Now, number 3.
Billy had
Billy.
lost
Billy.
that. Billy had lost dad's tooth. Who lost the tooth? Billy.
Okay. Number 4.
Sally's class had been moved to a different classroom. Who moved it? We don't know.
Number 5.
Number 5. Ria had been chosen for the soccer team. Who chose her? We don't know.
And the last one?
Danny was served because he had been running. Who ran? Danny.
Okay, now can you try to make sentences, 4 sentences in past perfect passive? Can you try to make sentences about you in past perfect passive?
Can you repeat again?
Can you make a sentences in past perfect passive sentences about you? Can you try to do that? Make a sentences about past perfect passive about you. 4 sentences.
I had been given a football shoes for my birthday.
Okay, that is number 1. Next one.
I I I I I
So
I
how?
have been given a job. I have been um I have been given a job to wash the clothes.
Okay, and one more. Okay, one more sentence.
I had been I had been I have been taken the shoes by my friend.
Taken shoes by my friend. Okay, that was really nice. And can you make a perfect passive tense about your school?
Present perfect.
Yes.
Our school has been open for more than 40 years.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so we finished our class. Can you please tell me, do you have any questions?
I don't have any question.
Okay, now I have to go, and I hope we will hear soon. See you on Thursday. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you soon.